All right, thanks, Dave. This morning, as we continue our series, Medical Miracles, a chain of kidney transplants. It was started by a man who got an idea after watching 60 Minutes and ended with him changing 7 other lives forever. Anthony DEGIULIO is here, along with all of his new friends, and Dr. LLOYD RATNER, Director of Kidney Transplantation at New York Presbyterian Columbia University Medical Center. Good morning to you all. I want to start, I'm going to get to you, Good Samaritan, first Good Samaritan, in just a second. How huge a problem are people on waiting lists for how long waiting for kidney transplants?
The average waiting time in the United States is over 3 years, and here in New York, it's in excess of 5 years.
Excess of 5 years?
Yes. So
when somebody comes along, just out of the blue, with no connection to any patient whatsoever and says, I'm going to donate a kidney, what does that mean?
Well, it certainly, we want to utilize any potential donor that we have, and live donors actually give better results than deceased donor transplants.
There you go, which is a huge, huge factor here. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
This guy behind you starts this whole chain. How long were you waiting for a kidney transplant?
Well, I've known about 5 years that I was going to need a transplant.
Right, and your husband over here said, hey, I'd be happy to donate my kidney, but...
He wasn't a good match.
Was not a good match.
Nope.
There you go. All right, let's get to Mr. DEGIULIO, who started this whole thing. You watch a story in 60 Minutes, and you think to yourself, I'd like to do what?
Well, it's always been a dream of mine to save somebody's life, and the program kind of highlighted the idea of donating a kidney. I didn't realize you can donate a kidney from a live person.
Right.
And so I said to my wife, I want to do this, and she thought I was just coming up with one of my schemes, like I often do.
Yeah.
My to-do list.
Right.
But I did a bunch of research, and I found nothing online.
Yeah.
So I just called New York Presbyterian, and we ran from there.
There you go. And so the phone rings one day, and they say?
Well, when I started the process at New York Presbyterian, things seem to happen quickly.
Happen quickly.
And
You've got a donor.
I have a date.
Right,
Yeah.
a date and a donor.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Your reaction when you found out your wife, oh my gosh, this is an answer to prayer. 5 years knowing that you would need a kidney. What was your response?
It was a tremendous, first of all, it was a shock because, we were basically at the end. And I found out, that through New York Presbyterian and, Dr. RATNER that this cross-match program was possible.
Right.
And believe it or not, everything they took care of everything. It was a magnificent experience.
So then you decided, listen, I can't match my wife.
Correct.
I'll donate one of my kidneys.
One of my kidneys.
Right.
Absolutely.
So Alina, there you are. How long have you been waiting?
Not long, actually.
Not so long, yeah.
It happened really fast. The coordinators worked extremely fast and hard at New York Presbyterian Hospital.
Right. How much do you love this guy sitting behind you?
A lot.
Right? It's amazing. And as an experience, what is that like then? You change her life. You change her life. What is that like?
It's an incredible experience. It's a life-altering experience for all of us.
Right. So who's this guy behind you over here?
My father.
That's your father.
Yeah.
So you get a kidney. You're about to break into tears. You're about to cry. This is very emotional stuff. So, Dad, your daughter gets a kidney. What do you think?
Well, I was hoping to be a donor for my daughter, but again, it was no match for us. So we had to join the pool. And thanks to Dr. RATNER and the Presbyterian Hospital, they're doing magnificent work of helping us to help each other.
And then you wake up one day and they find out you get a kidney.
That's right.
Who's back over your shoulder over
That's my sister, Laura.
Your sister, Laura. And Laura,
right.
You thought what?
I was thrilled. When I found out I wasn't a match for him, they immediately mentioned the swap program. And that was great because I get to help at least 2 people.
There you go. And there's Luther down on the end, right?
Lucky Luther.
And you've got a brand new kidney too.
Yes.
All the people in the front row have brand new kidneys. All the people in the back donated kidneys. Life-changing experiences for everybody here.
It's
Luther,
a bless.
you got to thank this guy.
Thank you. It's a blessing.
Because he started it all. And it's amazing how one decision by one person can change so many lives. Amazing story. Thank you all for coming here. So glad to see you all so healthy.